Hey, what's going on, Soul Gang, and welcome back to another Review 101 where I take the time to do the research and give you guys the most key facts and important information that you need to know so you know exactly what's going on. Today's review, we are doing none other than Mortal Kombat 11. And guys, even though the release is right around the corner, the story mode trailer has been released. Also, Noob Say Bot has also been released. And a little bit of gameplay for Jax and Jackie Briggs has been released. I will leave the link for all of those in the description below so that you guys can take your own time out to look at those. But like I said, I have the exact amount of information that you guys may want to know. Sorry about that. Anyway, like I said, now the story mode is pretty packed and it is pretty much convenient for us to break down exactly what we see from the trailer. And that trailer is actually the story mode trailer that I'm speaking about. So, guys, know that from the last game, if you guys have been following the story mode, we are under the influence of Revenant Katana and Liu Kang. Also, there's been a new little character. Kind of looks different from the original Mortal Kombat cast, but Kronika will be her name. She also is the leader of the timeline in a sense, so it's pretty much safe to say that she controls no more, no less than the timeline itself. And so the hourglass that you guys will see in the trailer is what we're going to call some sort of doomsday device. Now, what this doomsday device will do is pretty much, it's like destroying I don't want to say the timeline, but it's definitely having something to do to erase Raiden. And don't get us wrong here, this may be a far out stretch, but it could be possible that it could reach none other than the Elder Gods themselves. So, what does Kronika do to go about this? She goes and recruits Shao Kahn. Now, also, with that being said, she also recruits a couple of her other members. Shao Kahn, Devora, Baraka, Garrus, this guy named the Collector, Scarlet. And guys, if you take a very close look at it, you can even pause it when it comes down to where it's just the frame of Garrus and a hooded figure and none other than Kronika herself. It looks like Frost. It definitely looks like Frost. Now, the information that I got this from and actually piecing it together from what this person said, it can't be too far off. It definitely looks like it could be Frost. And it also could look like she made her alliance to Kronika some time ago. Now, also, you know, this is during the Netherrealm invasion and also the Special Forces invasion. Now, in this trailer, we also get a first look at Jade, and looks like she's running away from something, as if she's done gotten herself into some sort of trouble. But it's Jade, come on now. Also, we also get our first good look at Kotal Khan. Now, if you guys remember, he was the grand person to actually take over a little piece of Outworld when he was doing the Outworld invasion, trying to take it over from Melina. So, guys, remember that Kotal Khan is also a good piece of this story. Now, me personally, was I a fan of Kotal? Not really, but at the same time, he made his way into the game. Now, also, in the trailer, you will see like some sort of souls gathering around 3 individuals, and that can only mean one of two things. Now, the guy that I learned the information from, he said it could be one of two things, but I also want to add one last person. But with that being said, it could be either Shang Tsung, or it could be some form of a Soldado. Now, another thing that I want to actually clarify is who's another person that we know has souls? None other than Ermac himself. So, even though he was in the last game, he may have some sort of appearance here in Mortal Kombat 11, and I'm hoping that he actually does get himself into 11. It would be kind of cool to see what he has as far as a role is concerned. Now, let's get back to actually Kronika and what actually breaks down to what's going on. I believe that we can kind of make a comparison between Kronika and DC's member, The Flash. Now, with that being said, it seems as though what Kronika is trying to do is create a personal Flashpoint, by eradicating Raiden, what she's not realizing is, and this may be something she does realize, but at the same time may not care, but at the same time, Kronika is so obsessed with tearing down Raiden and possibly the Elder Gods themselves by creating a new timeline that she's forging to destroy the old timeline. Henceforth, why we see younger versions of our heroes in the Mortal Kombat franchise story this time around. It is a grave mistake. It's almost like the Flashpoint, like I said. Remember when Flash, he created Flashpoints and all these other different Flashes started to come into existence. I think what's going on is none other than, as the old timeline is being destroyed, the reason that these characters, or their old selves I should say, is being produced into this timeline is for the simple fact that instead of eradicating them, it's almost as if they get pushed out of the timeline. So it's almost like they get squeezed out of the timeline only to meet the present, and that's where they can currently be since it's being destroyed. If that makes sense to anybody, I'm hoping that it does. So also in there, you guys got to realize that Hanzo actually does get a chance to battle himself. And where was another place that we actually seen this? We seen this in the comics. Now, if you guys remember, the comics that I'm talking about is the comics that are from none other than before Mortal Kombat X. Mortal Kombat 10. These comics have been stated by the creator that these are semi-canon to the actual storyline and what is going on. So we do have to throw some sort of perspective into this franchise when it comes down to the comics being created. Now, also, we also got to realize that if we take a look at what Armageddon was very bloated, and it was meant to flesh out most of the characters' stories. But with that being said, I think this is none other than a recreation of that circumstance, where back in Deadly Alliance, if you guys remember that was the fall of Liu Kang. In this one, we do have a fall of Liu Kang, and we can kind of say it's a fall because the simple fact that he is a revenant. Him and Katana are revenants, and also Kung Lao. And you guys will see in the trailer that they will actually get to fight their former selves. So, with that being said, Mortal Kombat 9 to me, I would definitely say that it's a start of the confusion as far as the timeline is concerned. It's a start of everything that has happened. So, with that being said, I hope this was very informational. Now, I know it's not super informational because this is none other than certain key points and information for you guys to look at while you look into the trailer so that you are kind of prepared for what to walk into when Mortal Kombat 11 starts. So guys, thank you so much for sitting down with me and understanding this review video. If you guys enjoyed this video, you already know what to do. Don't be afraid to hover and haunt that like button. Subscribe today to become part of the Soul Gang Team Nephilim. Let's get it. Tap that notification bell to know each and every time that I upload. And guys, remember, to be good at the game, you gotta kill with skill. Also, make sure you guys follow the Twitch link in the bottom so that you guys know each and every time that I'm going to be going live. I want you guys to be watching these live videos so that you guys actually know what's going on. And also, I am sorry about all the extra noise in the background. If that takes away from any information that I was stating, I'm sorry about that. But again, guys, I'm done here. Hopefully you guys have a great day, and I'm out of here. Can't wait till Mortal Kombat 11. Thank you.